Welcome to the first episode of Iron Man Garage. This is Callan here, working on all of my repairs. Some good, some bad, some ugly.
Here today working on my older Mercedes ML350. Got this thing with about 180,000 K on it. Man, drove like a dream. Had a little bit of an oil leak. Our good friends at Eurotech had a good look at that. They tried valiantly, but the issue is, if you Google it, Black Death of the Mercedes. So what happens is the injector hold down bolt strips out or breaks off, and it actually pops an injector. So luckily I was driving the vehicle, luckily pulling into the driveway, and all of a sudden I hear this psh, 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 psh. Some diesel smoke coming out from under the hood. I knew right away that that injector did pop. So what we're trying to do now is solve that problem. The existing M6 bolt is stripped. So what we're going to attempt, after some research on helicoils, time certs, I'm going to try tapping this out with an M7, drill it with an M6, tap M7 by 1 pitch metric, and see if I can get some threads in there, and we'll see how it goes.
So just as I suspected, you'll see this is, I believe they call it number 5 cylinder. This is a diesel engine, so that's the injector. And basically what happened, there's a little bolt that goes in there, and that bolt stripped, and with the compression of the engine, this just wiggled out, and it was just sitting loosely in there like so. So what we're going to do, you'll see that hole right in there. It's about a 6 mil hole, 79 millimeters deep. So we're gonna get in there and drill it out, make sure it's nice and cleaned out at 6 mil, and then we're gonna try running the tap through there. So you'll see here, this is the stock M6 by 79 mil. That's the one that's stripped out. Next to it is what Eurotech tried. They tried valiantly. It's about a half, about a half an inch longer. So they tried to get down in there, found some threads, but again, because it was a 6 mil, only holding by about that much, it pulled out. This I was lucky to find. I can maybe post it, or someone can ask me. This is just a Mercedes M7 bolt, not sure for what engine it's for, but it definitely is the 79 mil by 7 mil, and it says on the part that it is for a hold down clamp, I guess you'd call it, for a diesel engine. So we're gonna give that a whirl. So I got the injector capped with a little dental cap, and I'm just trying to get that god dang trouble iron out of the way. Little Wilfism there. So little tap oil on there. I went in there already once. I got my drill bit marked at about 47 mil. And I'm in there now. It's definitely going in. So I'm gonna have trouble holding this phone and drilling. So I'm gonna set that aside, but I think I'm almost down to the 47 mil. I got it marked on there with white. So I'm gonna drill that out. I don't expect there's gonna be much because the threads were ripped out, and then we'll see if we can get the tap in there. I got it drilled out to about 47 millimeters, and now I'm going to start with this. I can't remember what this is called. It's not a bottoming tap, it's not a normal tap, it's kind of the one in between. Not a lot of space in there, so I'm going to try to get it started with just a hand driver and see where it goes. I know I'm not going to be able to get quite deep enough with this, but I got a little modification trick up my sleeve a bit later, but I'm going to start with this nice and easy, as my machining specialist buddy CB gave me some little tips and pointers. So I got down about an inch, and I knew this was going to be a bit of a problem, but the problem is the tap from there to there is 7 mil, but as it exits those threads, the area between there and there is 8 mil. So this is going to be very redneck, but what I'm going to do is take the angle grinder from this point to about there, and I'm just going to give this just a brush with the angle grinder to get this all down below 6 mil, so I can keep on trucking deep down. You can see where this tapers. I may need a bottoming tap, depending on if my bolt, once my bolt is in, if it only goes to there, I'll be fine. But if the bolt goes down into this area, those threads won't be fully cut. So I'm gonna work on this tomorrow because it's freaking, boy oh boy, I think it's about 2 a.m. and I gotta get to bed. So anyway, we made it up to the stage where I thought I would go. It's pouring rain outside and I got the grinder in the old pile dog, so I'm not gonna venture out, look through toolboxes and whatnot. But anyway, from the Iron Man garage, we'll catch you next time. So I got the taps all the way down as deep as I can go, so we're gonna get this 7 mil bolt in. That's again the original 6 mil. Now the hole down is actually drilled at just over 6, which means that bolt will not fit through there. So I'm going to drill it out to about, I think it's 7.1 or 7.2 mils with this drill, and we'll see how that goes. Here goes. Not sure how this is going to go, but looks like pretty hard steel. Use my nice new bit. Oh boy. Yeah, she's fucking catching. If you're going fast or slow. Fuck. There she goes. So that worked out pretty good. It caught, so I was trying to be a little extra careful, but that fits in. The chamfer on the top looks about right. I must just give it some wiggle room to find its spot. Next thing, we'll drop the injector in. Okay, now we're gonna drop the injector in. I got the new brass seal on there. And in she goes. In she goes. Looks about right. Geez, that doesn't, fits in there nice and easy. So we just got to get that holder in there. Drop that little guy in there. There she goes. That's its home. Go home, bolt. Now drop this guy in. That's a lot of thread. Okay. Looks good so far. I'm just gonna tighten that up by hand. So I got her in. Everything seems to look good. There's some clearance on that side, so that's good. It went in finger tight. Depth, I'm right at the bottom using the same bolt, so that should be good. So I just gotta hook up the return fuel line, tighten up the high pressure fuel line, and torque that bad boy down. That'll be a bit of a guessing match because I know the torque of the smaller ones, but I don't necessarily know the torque of the larger ones. So might have to do her old school. Yeah, so far I'm happy. So back here, I got the high pressure fuel line connected right there. I had a few of these little connectors melt. So my buddy at Eurotech, they found an old partial return rail hose system. I gave it to me for free. They're awesome there. Got her all connected. Just gonna run over to my buddy's to borrow his torque wrench. We're gonna torque that at 15 Newton meters. And then it's also saying plus 90 degrees plus another 90 degrees. So we'll see how chicken I get. See how that goes. And hopefully we can have this thing fired up. Give it a whirl. Okay, so we're just gonna torque this down. It says 15 Newton meters, which turns out to be about 11. Hopefully this power fist torque wrench is accurate. Fuck sakes. Put it up. So we're just about there. Okay, so that's 11 Newton meters.
Foot.
Now it's saying 90 and 90. They are stretch bolts. So I'm a little worried, but we're for sure gonna give it a 90. And then we'll do that face, and that'll tell you if it's ready to snap or pull out. But we'll see what it says. Okay, my trusty assistant is going to fire it up and see if we got action. Voila. Well, that's it for the first episode. Looks like we have a good repair. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, we'll see you again on Iron Man Garage. Have a great day.